2015 48 lecturer, Dr. Nancy Eisenberg.
Well, thank you very much for that warm welcome. And I also really want to extend my appreciation to the History Department for inviting me here. This is a wonderful place to give a lecture. As you can tell from the title, I'm not going to be able to tell you everything that's in my book. It covers a lot. So what I'm going to try to do tonight is give you a series of snapshots, what I see as important threads and themes for understanding a concept that all of us know, people still use, but we often don't know where it really comes from and why it's so prevalent. And the big point that I want to point out is that we have to understand that in America, we do have a class system. We've always had a class system, and we often don't connect it to British understandings of rural society, and that's actually where white trash comes from. I'd like to begin tonight with a film that we all know, To Kill a Mockingbird. The plot centers on a moralistic lawyer, Atticus Finch, who refuses to perpetuate the racial double standard. He agrees to defend an African-American, Tom Robinson, on the charge of raping a poor white girl, Mayella Ewell. The court finds Robinson guilty, but everyone knows he is innocent. An honorable, hard-working family man, Robinson stands well above the degraded Ewells, his poor white accusers. The shabbily attired Mayella is cowed by her bully of a father, a scrawny man in overalls, devoid of either merit or morality. He's Bob Ewell. His full name is Robert E. Lee Ewell. And as you can guess, he's not an heir of one of the aristocratic families of the Old South. As Harper Lee describes them in the novel of which the classic film was based, the Ewells were members of the terminally poor, those whose status could not be altered, up or down, by any economic shift, not even the Depression, in which the story is set. The Ewells lived behind the town dump, which they combed through regularly. They had congenital defects and hookworm. Their shack looked like, and this is how Harper Lee described it, a playhouse of an insane child. No one knew how many children lived there. Some thought 9, others 6. To the town of Macomb, Alabama, the Ewell children were simply dirty-faced ones at the window when anyone passed. Southerners and others too called such people white trash. The Ewells are not bit players in our country's history, and their history opens in the 1500s, not the 1900s. It starts with British colonial policies dedicated to resettling the poor, decisions that left a permanent imprint on America and on the structure of classes. First known as waste people, and later white trash, marginalized Americans were stigmatized for their inability to be productive, their failure to own property, their unhealthy children, their lack of any sense of uplift on which the American dream is predicated. It's contrary to the national credo, but the truth is that Americans are quite comfortable rationalizing economic inequality. They have naturalized poverty, determining that it's something beyond human control. By this measure, poor whites were classified as a distinct breed, and I'm going to return to that theme over and over again, the importance of breeding. In other words, breeding was not just about the cultivation of social manners or skills. That's merely one definition. It was also about something more sinister, an imposed inheritance. The language of class that early Americans embraced was a composite of English attitudes toward vagrancy, as well as a transatlantic fixation on animal husbandry, demography, and pedigree. Yes, the poor were at once described as waste and inferior animal stocks in the colonial imagination. We'd prefer to believe all that has changed, but well into the 20th century, sterilization of the breeding poor struck many, even professionals, as a rational solution to an old problem. So let's not displace colonial history too easily. For centuries, the worst classes were regarded as extrusions of the least inhabitable land, scrubby, barren, swampy wasteland. And all that still relates to home ownership and the rich and poor neighborhoods of today. The poor have been with us, the white poor have been with us in various guises, as the names given across the centuries attest. And this isn't even all of the names that have been used at different historical time periods to describe poor whites. The first one, as I mentioned, is waste people, rascals. Did you know the word rascal actually comes from the meaning trash? Rubbish, off-scourings, lubbers, hillbillies, low-downers, trailer trash. What I've also discovered in writing this book is that even though, as I'm going to talk about this, we like to imagine these people as marginalized and visible, in fact, they've often been pushed front and center in America's most formative events. From Western expansion to the Civil War and Reconstruction, and FDR's New Deal, and LBJ's Great Society. Now, throughout time, they've been blamed for many things. They've been blamed for living on bad land, as though they had other choices. They've been called slothful, rootless vagrants, and it's assumed that they're physically scarred just as their surroundings were. The worst ate clay and turned yellow, wallowed in the muck, and their necks were burnt, reddened by the hot sun. Their ill-clothed, meanly fed children sentenced future generations to permanent defectiveness. Now, all these themes I'm going to explain where they come from and how they're used in different time periods. And we may think that these themes don't exist anymore. But in fact, today's trailer trash are seen as yesterday's vagrants on wheels, an updated version of Okies and Jalopies and Florida crackers in their rude carts. Now, while America likes to think that the American Revolution enabled us to break free from aristocracy and inherited class stations, the truth is different. English ideas about class and poverty never really disappeared. Think of this for a point of comparison. Jefferson's yeoman democracy fantasized a fertile country supporting hardy, independent farm families. Yet what happens when the yeoman fails? And what about those who never achieve economic independence? Now, as I said, it begins in the 1500s. It was Richard Hakluyt, the Elizabethan promoter of colonization, who first employed the term waste people to describe the expendables that could be literally dumped in the New World. In his 1584 Discourse of Western Planting, he hoped to persuade the Queen of the merits of colonization. Hakluyt called America not terra firma, but a waste firm. The American landscape, though he'd never seen it, was described as an unproductive terrain that could only be improved by turning the waste firm into one giant workhouse filled with all the idle dregs drawn from English society. Ex-soldiers, orphans, children of wandering beggars, criminals, debtors, vagrants. And if they were lucky enough to survive, these idols might be recycled and sent off to fight in English wars. Now, the group that the British and the English hated the most were vagrants. They were idle folk, analogized to weeds stifling healthy growth in a garden. They wandered the countryside, detached from the economy, much like the wasteland left fallow and untilled. So they were rounded up, some were branded, put into workhouses. Children were actually taken off the streets and sold as indentured servants to cruel masters in America. They were also notably referred to as the offscourings, and I'm going to use that term again. It's a rather unpleasant term, which refers to fecal waste. And so does the quote that I have there. Now, this notion of waste in all its various manifestations persisted. Abigail Adams dismissed the poor and landless as rubbish. So did Thomas Jefferson, who proposed that a few promising, impoverished white boys might be, quote, raked from the rubbish and given an education. But his bill, drafted in 1779, failed in the Virginia legislature. The ruling elite had little desire to raise up even a few wastrels. As for the language of human stocks, it wasn't eat, pray, love, but it was eat, graze, and breed, whether on 2 or 4 legs. Political arithmetic, pre-Darwin, proposed a means to calculate human productivity. Benjamin Franklin was an early proponent who compared human patterns of migration and fertility to that of ants and pigeons. The unsettled frontier land was a lure to families, he argued, like ants to a honeypot. Overcrowding in pigeon boxes in the experiment that he did meant that the weak would have to move on. Franklin's demographic argument constituted an early form of survival of the fittest. Those who bred large families and toiled long were rewarded, while the idle would have to either keep moving or die off. And as you can guess, Franklin had no sympathy for the poor whatsoever, even though he did not come from an elite family. Breeding was at the heart of the domestic slave trade, and Jefferson coldly admitted that female slaves were a good investment. To his mind, free white women were breeders too. In a series of letters that he exchanged with John Adams in 1813, he argued that humans were animals guided by the overriding impulse of sexual desire. Lust, however, if it was tempered by reason among the most gifted, he argued, was producing what he called a fortuitous concourse of breeders. This model of breeding generated for Jefferson an accidental aristocracy of talent. Class division arose through natural selection. Superior men were supposed to marry for more than money. They would consciously and unconsciously choose mates with favorable traits. It was all a matter of probability. Now, the question neither Jefferson or his calculating colleagues never answered was this: what happened to those outside the talented, rational elite? What future awaited the concourse of breeders living on the bottom layer of society? No matter how one finessed it, rubbish produced more rubbish. Now, Jefferson, like Franklin, hoped the poor would be drawn into the Western territories. So this is why our Western territories were like the colonies for the British. They were to drain away the poor and the waste. What also became prevalent in Jefferson's theory and proved to be long-lasting in justifying why the United States was truly a promised land was the idea that horizontal mobility would substitute for upward mobility. That means moving across the land was the alternative to actually moving up the social ladder. And this theory is important because it laid the foundation for America's myth of a classless, exceptional society. But if we think about that logically, and if we think about that as historians, this theory was flawed from the get-go. The West was never an open space. Land speculators and powerful men always had the advantage in purchasing the best land. Western land wasn't free, and the poor rarely had the funds to buy the parcels sold by the federal government. Instead, they invaded public lands as trespassers, and the government often had to physically remove them. They became the dominant class of the early republic and the antebellum period that you've never heard of. America's version of English vagrants, squatters.
I'm gonna say this one more. So who we have here, this is Crystal. Let me introduce her. Crystal is pretty much a great fighter. Crystal is, let me go ahead and pull up her Facebook. RR friends. I love her. She's phenomenal. She does have a website. No hang-ups. She teaches. She's all about being spiritual. And it's not about being religious, but it's about indeed being righteous. And when we could just, just discover ourselves and stop trying to battle everything else but our own flesh, then we can actually, come to a conclusion that, this ain't a one-man mission. It's gonna take a whole lot, And she is the girl that did expose the doctors in the hospital around when the corona pandemic first started, if you will. So pretty much, she's still out there doing her thing, warning the people, especially when it comes to this pandemic, and let me go ahead and just give you a little, because every time, we already had this discussion. She gave me permission, as you could see. We had a discussion that I was going to play her video, if you will, and she's cool with that. That's my girl. This video is too great not to play. It is so packed with knowledge, and the fact that she put that in there. Most of us are allowing these motherfuckers to fight for democracy when it's always been a republic. So when we come and we talk about republic, it's all about, so if you want to structure and you want to know what you fighting and you want to know what you battling out there, know your history. This ain't about being a ghetto ass bitch from the hood. This is about, even if you have to be ghetto, know your shit. And don't know in bits and pieces because you watch people motherfucking videos. Know your shit for real to the real. Sit your asses down before you want to motherfucking be all over somebody else's shit and do your own style. Have your own unique style for real without knocking nobody down. So, I'm tired of these bitches out here. Some of them, they don't even see their own destruction. But never say, I didn't try to warn y'all bitch asses out there. Cause you're gonna be a fallen ass bitch all by yourself, and the world gonna keep going. We're gonna keep striving, and every man who living righteous, they will conquer. They will conquer righteously. But y'all bitches out there that conquering and you messy and you're petty and you think and you want and you demand, bitch, the world don't belong to you. You barely belong to you right now. So let's get into this real quick, and I will be playing this today later on. And look, now I don't want to play. How about that? I will be playing this later on. I got the full permission. I'm so happy to say that this right here is mind blowing. And I think that we should not take life for granted. And when you see your brothers and sisters taking a stand, bitch, take a stand. Take a stand. Don't try to knock nobody down, starving for information or starving for recognition. You just gotta be the first bitch just to be all up in there cause you and blah blah woo woo ee. In the same sense, you put everybody and their mama in danger with your stupidity. Just like how, this a real struggle, you know what I'm saying? This struggle don't belong to nobody but the people itself and that bloodline. How important this is. Look at Nick. Nick Cannon backed out. Everybody's mad hype. Dazzy da boo boo boo. Now whatever he say, He think that the world's going to listen to him because, okay, the rabbis this, the rabbis that. So they want to fuck up with the rabbis. They want to bite the hand that feeds them, put on, and then try to convince the world that no, this is what it is. No, but this is not what it is. And nobody is going to fight this battle but the seed inside of you, the seed that's going to lead you and control your situations. Never mind left, never mind going right. But this is our struggle. This is the true battle. This is what it really is. And ain't nobody gonna tell you what the fuck to do with your body rights and how to think. They can do and put on, and it's a shame. I'm telling you, some of y'all bitches, you want to be trusted with people's lives, but you can't even trust your own self with your own life. It's pretty much what we dealing the fuck out here with. You know what I'm saying? Bitches.
I'm going to say this one more time.
Just don't get it.
Your government that you are abiding by right now is a foreign terroristic threat. How much longer are you going to keep letting this go on? You now have the power. You have the power. They hid it from you for so long, and now it is revealed. That's why they're calling this the apocalypse. Because all hidden truths shall be revealed. I'm tired of telling you guys this. Don't bother with a lawyer because all those lawyers are paid out. Okay? And then there's some few branches of the law and some few organizations that we need to tear down. Number one, we need to tear down this healthcare system. Number two, you need to tear down your judicial system, your government, and your Congress. All right? Your government is a terrorist. Do you not get it? That's why none of these laws has ever worked for you and I. They don't make laws for us. I'm so tired of seeing people saying, I'm going to vote. Why are you going to vote? To give away your power? It seems like the more and more truth that I put out, the more and more people look away from it. The more and more it happens. So now that we found out that you are the original and independent authority of this jurisdiction, what are you going to do about it? What? Free citizens are deemed the highest authority. Only the people can be sovereign and the government cannot. I'm going to read this to you one time. All right? I'm going to repeat myself a lot in this video because people act like they're not hearing me and people act like they're not understanding their rights. So I'm going to give you your rights as a private free citizen of this world. You are a free entity of this world. Free citizens are deemed the highest authority. Only the people can be sovereign and the government cannot be. Okay? Remember what I said sovereign was? It's the highest authority. It means the government cannot be the highest authority. Okay? If you are scared, do not watch any of my videos. If you want to be controlled by a tyrannical government, do not watch my videos. This shit is not for the weak. All right? This shit ain't for the meek. This shit ain't for the religious minded. Okay? This is straight soldier shit right here. This is straight warrior mode shit right here. This is a sovereign king and king shit right here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is sovereign shit over here. This is supreme being shit. We are free over this way. I don't know what y'all are on, but nobody is running this ship over this way. We are sovereign people. We are the republic. All right? Scared money don't make money. District of Columbia says the government is subject to the consent of the governed. Okay? That means at any point in time you are ready to put a rap on DC, you can do it. Okay? That means anytime you are ready to put the government out of this goddamn country, that means you have the power to get up and do it. That's why they have created militaries to protect them for this very reason right here. And I am with these shits. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? That's why they went and created an Air Force, a Navy, an army, a punk ass National Guard. That's why they went and created these things ahead of time to prevent us from revoking. Okay? They went and got guns. They went and got tanks. They went and got Gatlins. Because when we wake up and take this shit back, okay? When we wake up and take this back, they say, hey, they're coming and hell's coming with them. They said they're going to be angry. They're going to be pissed. Go get the guns. Go get the tanks because we got a war. I don't understand how it's not clicking to you at this point because your U.S. military isn't to protect the United States, because here's the thing. The United States has never been attacked a day in its life and will never be. All right? They created the military for you. They created the military to protect themselves from the fuckery that's going to go down when we wake the hell up. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. That's why all these veterans that come out of the army and knowing that shit is bullshit, that's why they've been targeted. And that's why they've been killing veterans who know and speak the truth that the army and the military and the motherfucking Navy ain't shit because they don't belong to the people. The military that we pay for don't belong to us. I'm going to say that one more time. The military that we pay for do not belong to us. The military, every soldier in the military is a paid mercenary to protect the international bankers and their money. What do you not understand about this? Okay? No, and I'm tired of you saying soldiers died for me. No, no one has died for me. If someone died for me, we wouldn't have this totalitarian communism, dictatorship bullshit going on. I'm sorry to tell you. Miss me with that bullshit. If anyone died for me.
Period. And now listen. Sentimental folks, you know, I could go in, but it's too early in the morning to be doing all that cursing. Some of y'all bitches need to go sit the fuck down somewhere. Bitch, them structure moment days are over. When you were dumb fucking down and unfound. You feel me? Now, people are taking their fucking minds back. And if you haven't already taken your mind back and you waiting on who the fuck, when, and how, bitch, if you don't get the fuck home, bitch, you will become an enemy of taking your mind back, and you will become an enemy of anyone that tries to be themselves. If you become an enemy by will, trying to stand in anybody's will, you are a fucking asshole. You're pathetic. Get the fuck out the way, bitch. Fuck you think you are. Ain't nobody on this earth gotta need your approval, gonna ask you for anything, bitch. When war start, bitch, war gonna start, bitch. Shut the fuck up already now. Today is a new day, bitch. Some of y'all bitches, before you get on the air, go practice. Shut the fuck up. Bitch, know your shit. Know who the fuck you are, who you are in your Northern Kingdom, what you are in right now, captivity. Bitch, you either gonna fight, you not, get the fuck out the way. Period, point blank. Nobody gotta ask you for your approval. Nobody give a fuck about your permission. Nobody definitely don't give a fuck about your stupid bitch ass, hunky ass motherfucking emotion. Because these motherfucking hunkies, that hunky gene is reckless. Ain't nothing worse than a hunky ass bitch trying to motherfucking project and trying to hinder you. That C is a motherfucking hunky ass problem. Bitch always have been and always will be. I don't give a fuck if you have color on you, bitch. Y'all bitches are the problem. Your Oreos, your fucking Obamas running around here trying to motherfucking kill everybody and their motherfucking mama. Bitch, get the fuck on. With your hate ass, bitch. I will never, ever trust you with anything. That bitch is discouraged because she a real, truly as discouraged as bitch. And at such a time like now, we're warriors right now, bitch. Ain't nobody playing motherfucking army with you, bitch. Ain't nobody playing a motherfucking thing with you. If you love, you know what? I got up on some next shit. I hope he don't even show up on that motherfucker. I hope he got you looking crazy out here. He should not even show. He should not even give you the time of the day, because all you gonna do is sabotage. You ain't nothing but a savage. You demand something that you think you could get. I'd leave your motherfucking ass right there looking crazy. Then again, he could motherfucking just expose a bitch. Because it's all about spirit and truth. And yes, I am angry. I'm an angry ass motherfucking individual. I'm so tired of y'all fucking gatekeepers. Gatekeepers with their hunky, especially with a hunky ass jean. Bitch, get the fuck on. That hunky ass jean. Bitch, you sound just like that white bitch. And that white ass motherfucker bragging about his black ass motherfucking daughter. He really don't love his black daughter. It's like you really don't love your motherfucking white daddy. That is not our motherfucking problem. And see, and that's where we went wrong at. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to fucking fit and blend in where we, no. We already, even if you grew up in that motherfucking type of environment, you know what I'm saying? Just stay in your motherfucking lane. Why everybody want to be all disrespectful to others? I have a problem with disrespectful assness. Because you only got one time to play. After that, you shouldn't even get the time of the day. I'm just done. I'm just done with my fucking little fucking birds and bots. You know what I'm saying? That's just my final fucking opinion, decision. I'll speak life over that shit. I speak life over that shit. I swear. I speak life over that shit. Because sometimes you want to love a bitch, but that bitch don't even love herself. Some of y'all bitches want to be loved and recognized, but you don't love yourself enough to fucking float like a fucking beauty. Float like a queen that you are. Y'all bitches is reckless. I can't stand a reckless ass bitch. I just can't. It just gets underneath my skin. I don't give a fuck about being famous, popular, none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, that bitch, time done went by and you just that one bitch with that same agenda. Nothing really happened. Nothing. All in your fucking mind. People are still in prison. They're still in captivity. Motherfuckers ain't buying no motherfucking blocks. Ain't buying shit. Ain't doing a motherfucking thing. You better off motherfucking just, you know what I'm saying, gonna learn how to shoot a gun in such a motherfucking time right now. And if you don't want your land back, get the fuck out the way. Obviously, you motherfucking belong to Canaan. You know what I'm saying? That's the greatest, thing about the inheritance. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody ready to inherit the earth. That, you know what I'm saying? Only this one gene, this God-given birthright that loves, and they love hard. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you see yourself in 5 more motherfucking years living in a matrix, you're fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Get the fuck out the way, bitch. What's your 5-year plan? Man, listen, I would love to motherfucking reconquer my land, be free in my land, and fight. And fight for my breath that they're trying to motherfucking take from me every fucking second that's going on right now. And bitches with big platforms, please go and strike the hospitals. Bitches, pay attention to the real motherfucking problem. And stop worrying about what other black people are doing. See, black people, you don't want to play your part. You want to play everybody else's part. Get the fuck out of the way. If you're not about that Hebrew motherfucking royal blood, bitch, you're a problem. You're Canaan. You're Tarun, you're Oreo, you Obama. Obama wants to chip us. Bitches just they want to just lead shit. That's that hunky ass bitch shit. Let me get my paws on this. I want to lead. Bitch, go lead your motherfucking self to hell, bitch. This is bigger than y'all small ass brains, bitch. This is global. So you want reparations, bitch. Just know that there's so many people that belong to this land that are scattered around among all nations. And if you haven't figured out your motherfucking truth, bitch, get the fuck out the way. You're useless. I don't think anybody should be talking to anybody unless you fit this motherfucking level. And even if you did, you already demolished it. Every little chance you instead of being open-minded, you want to fuck around with motherfucking people's feelings, emotions, and try to fucking set stages up like motherfuckers is punks out here, like motherfuckers is playing with you, like motherfuckers is playing with them, like motherfuckers is playing with any motherfucking body out this motherfucker. Bitch, stop trying to motherfucking be the motherfucking point of everybody's life. People are struggling and trying to breathe. People are struggling for their motherfucking lives. And one motherfucking bitch on one motherfucking channel does not have the authority. If you're not with it, get the fuck out the way, bitch. Get the fuck out the way. Y'all bitches is hazards. Hazards. Bitch, get the fuck out the way. I'm on some shit like that. That's why I keep my channel like this. Believe that. But don't think I won't ever go on anybody's panel like how I never already done and curse you the fuck out on your very own panel. That's my that's how I get down, bitch. I will shut your shit down. That's how I gets down. You feel me? Bitch, listen, I ain't got to do nothing. I don't need a big channel. Catch me on everybody else's channel cursing you the fuck out. I don't give a fuck who it is, bitch. You can have the biggest channel. I done did it. Been there, done it. Telling these motherfuckers you're stupid. You think you leading what? Bitch, you not leading me. You not leading me. I have it out with the Democrats and the Republicans. You have no idea. But that's why I'm gonna start pulling up some motherfucking some highlights. I'm gonna start pulling up some motherfucking highlights. That right, you know what? That's gonna be a little something that I'm gonna put together this weekend. So motherfuckers have an idea of who the fuck I am and why the fuck I do the things that I do. Because I know the truth. And the truth shall do what? Make you free. And if you're not trying to be free, bitch, then get the fuck out the way, slave. Bitch, go be a slave in your own motherfucking ass, my bitch. You're not on this level. Listen, I'm gonna let this play just a little bit more because I gotta go. I got to go. But stay tuned for this. You know what I'm saying?
Me, I wouldn't be having this bullshit going on in my life. I wouldn't. Okay? You guys gotta wake up. At this point, it's cut and dry. At this point, it's cut and dry. I'm not gonna stop wearing my earpods because I have EMF protectors. I have prevention. When you prepare yourself for certain things, okay? When you have EMF protection, certain things can't bother you. Like the radiation that's coming from the stuff. That's like saying stop having sex. Well, if I wear a condom, I'm gonna be protected. Let's keep it moving. Man, let me tell you something. Bruh. Whew. Where are we at? So, okay. Where do we go? So, with that being said, the United States Corporation has no jurisdiction. None. They don't have jurisdiction. That means all of the money that we have put into their government comes back to us. That means we, the people, literally bankrupt the corporation of the United States. Of the United States. That's the difference. The corporation of the United States and not for the United States separates everything. It's the game changer. Okay? It's the game changer. We were sold out to foreign interests and made beneficiaries of the debt incurred by Congress to the international bankers. We were sold out to foreign interests and made beneficiaries of the debt incurred by Congress and the international bankers. You're not with me today. You're really not with me today because I'm about to break it down for you. What debt? So Congress created a debt, turned around, sold us out. And so now we're owned by the international bankers, which is the Rothschilds. Did I miss something? That's what make this shit null and void. Stop acting scared. Because that's what make this shit null and void. Stop being afraid. Because that's what makes this shit null and void. I'm giving you proof that your government is not supposed to be here. And you're still going to cry about what can you do. Well, let me tell you what you can do. You can kick them the fuck out. You can kick them the fuck out. It's as simple as that. If everybody stand up and say, hey, you're not supposed to be here, they have to go. This is your sovereign state. Hello.
And that's why I always call on the military and always call on everybody about brothers and sisters. Okay? We need to stop motherfucking feeding this beast against ourselves. You ain't fighting for no motherfucking America. Bitch, you fucking robbing motherfucking other countries, committed treason, fucking destabilizing other motherfucking countries and peoples and killing peoples and robbing fucking your own motherfucking land, the motherland, if you will. For all resources, Afghanistan for their opium. Shut the fuck up. Know your motherfucking shit out this motherfucker. Y'all bitches out here. If you're not talking this shit, bitch, you are not a leader. You have no structure, bitch, because there is no more structure, bitch. You need to go structure your motherfucking thoughts. Period. Top. That's all I'm saying. If you don't know your enemy, bitch, then you are the seed of that enemy. You're your fucking father's daughter. Pretty much. Anybody fucking, man, listen. Don't do it. I'll speak life over that shit. Leave that bitch right there. Back to business. Back. Oh, and if you do, let it be a 15-minute one. Let it be 15 minutes. Make it more, not even a 10 motherfucking minute one. And just hang up on that bitch. Hang up on that sorry ass bitch. Period. That's what I would do. Cause if you're not trying to fight, and I call on the military too. My brothers and my sisters that have been like, brainwashed into the shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get it fucked up. You have a white militia and you have a black militia now. You know what I'm saying? You know what we could do with that? Now I'm thinking big. Now we white people that they know what time it is too. They're gonna be the ones, the stranger, to take you to your motherfucking property. Don't ever get this fucked up. Don't ever get this fucked up, y'all. Read the book. And for y'all bitches that are a lack of knowledge, get the fuck out the way. You crying ass bitch, get the fuck out the way! Tired of y'all crying ass bitches. Go deal with your own household, bitch. You're not finna be nobody mother out here. Go deal with your own household. Motherfucking may I not. Not in this lifetime. Mother may I motherfucking not. Get the fuck on type of motherfucking may I not. You know what I'm saying? Now I want you to listen to your oppressors. Listen to the history.
And crackers. Now, the legendary Davy Crockett, believe it or not, was an outspoken advocate of squatters' rights. That's the real Crockett, not the legend. The legend, as you see here, taken from a popular sort of comic, exaggerated version of Crockett and the stories he told, portrayed him as a corn cracker, which is a variation, it's the Kentucky variation of cracker. Now, what's funny about Crockett is that he also claimed, the legendary version, and this, based on the stories that he told, claimed that one of the many excellent powers that he had, he had the ability to squat down lower than any man. Now, that may sound strange. We can understand him claiming to be Superman and jump as high as he possibly could, and he claimed that he could do all these magical things, but this allusion is particularly important because he's referring to his own squatter past. And as we know, the idea of being a squatter is not simply something to celebrate. The words squat and squatting carried more than one disreputable meaning. The term suggested spilling out across the land, and it also had other more unpleasant allusions to waste. But it also had a significant legal meaning. In the British law, which we inherited, squatting was the opposite of standing, to have legal standing. And legal standing also was part of the legal principle, the English legal principle, that justified claims to sovereignty and also justifies the right to the land, to have standing. The word right itself comes from the root that means to stand erect.
Oh, wake up! Wake up! The more and more you keep complying to these bullshit ass rules they keep throwing in your goddamn face, the more and more you become a slave. But the more and more you stand up and you open your mouth and say no, it's the day you'll get your freedom back. But you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want to be free. You just like to listen. You just like the hero shit. You just like to listen to the hero shit. That's what you like. But that's okay. I'll keep reading. All right. So the government has transformed from municipal or service-oriented to a corporate or profit-oriented entity. So you're for profit. So that means your government, which is bought by Israel, which Israel is the real deep state. Okay? You've been under control of China, Britain, Iran, and Israel since the beginning of time. Go back and check how many loans China has given to America. Go back and look at all the Jew money that has came through America. But you're not with me, though. You're not with me, though. All right, let me keep reading. We are being ruled by a de facto or an unlawful form of government. You know what de facto means? De facto means an unlawful form of government. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this stuff up. I really can't. The corporation body of the deathmongers, the controllers with the passage of the Act of 1871, a series of subtle overt deceptions were set in motions. We surrendered our gold in 1993. Who is we? Because I didn't sign off on shit. I didn't sign off on anything. I didn't. And it's sad to see that they keep saying we did this and we did that. No, that's why I said the power has to go back to the people. The power has to go back to the people. These foreign terrorists have came in to our country and have taken your rights. 1 second. Let me...
Man, and the thing is, about this in closing until later, until we meet again, you know, I just want to encourage folks, you know, on this type of conversation. Because I don't know what people think, what they're expecting, or what ain't nobody giving you shit. No matter how much you go out there and march, so when you see black men trying to protect themselves and arm themselves, get the fuck out the way, bitch. Fuck your gun controls, fuck Democrat, you and your fucking honky ass G. You're crying about, like, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna lead us to motherfucking concentration camps and you gonna help that? No, bitch, get the fuck out the way. You might as well pack your shit and go to the concentration camp. Bye, bitch. Bye. Get the fuck on. And you know something? This is how we have to treat our motherfucking enemies, foreign and domestic. Bitch, if you not on my level, bitch, you not for me. I'm not for you. We not for each other. Period. You not about that life. So there's nothing we have in common from the 21 Jump Street gate. Bitch, we have nothing to talk about. Absolutely nothing to talk about. You either go sit the fuck down and it'll take you a good 10 years to know what I know. I could tell you in 10 minutes, but bitch, you won't understand it because all you do is reject knowledge. So I can't work with you. When bitches reject knowledge, you gotta leave them type of bitches right there. They go around, they speak in riddles, they fucking gotta go through all these channels and demolish and defamation and motherfucking folks' names and doing the motherfucking most out here. That is not somebody I'm interested in. Bitch, get the fuck on. Turn the lights off. You might as well pack your shit and go to concentration camp. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. I have a dream. I have a dream. I had a dream to be free at last. Bitch, I'm talking about some serious freedom, bitch. I'm not talking about no fucking law or body citizen freedom, bitch. I'm talking about freedom! Y'all bitches better go do your research out here and stop playing with motherfucking people's lives. You don't have that body right. Stay the fuck in your lane, bitch. Stop worrying about what somebody else mastering and go fucking master some shit you motherfucking self. Period, time. Don't sit there and be mad. And a lot of white people won't be like that in the end. They always want a piece of something. They gotta get a piece of that pie. Never mind they motherfucking enslaved you. Their ancestors enslaved you. And it's fucked up. Because even if your mama white, or if your daddy white, and you have a black parent, bitch, you just stuck. You stuck. You know, the two opposites of the mulatto is the worst thing is to have a white daddy. That's all I got to say. But some people don't see it like that. Some people, like, you know, their input would be like, oh my God, I hate fucking white people, you know, to the heart, to the core. And I think if you have a black mama, that's the way. Yeah, because, yeah, a daddy can be anything, you know. Fuck, hell, you call a dog a daddy nowadays, and it's sad. That's why we got to get away from bitches that talk down on the grain, that try to keep the grain down. Bitch, get the fuck on. That's what we trying to move away from. You know what I'm saying? Bitches is tired of bitches like that on the face of the earth. Some of y'all bitches just need to poof, be gone. That's just my personal humble opinion, you know? And they all over the place. You got them in all, that gene is that gene. It didn't matter if they're white. It didn't matter if they got some color in them. It didn't matter not a motherfucking thing. Because I could go down the line. All you got to do is type a certain name in, and then you're going to see all these fucking idiots that have an opinion about somebody, instead of being positive, instead of, you know, if you're going to tag somebody motherfucking name, tag them for some positivity. Bless that. Bless it. Because whatever the case may be, you know, you motherfuckers don't want to come out of slavery. That's what it is. You fucking assholes. You fucking idiots. You fucking dumb ass motherfuckers. You don't want to understand this shit. You stay the fuck right there. Period. And bitches want to be vocal, but they're not saying the right thing. They bitches got big platforms, but they leading the fucking the blind leading the blind down a motherfucking cliff. Y'all bitches is annoying. Get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? If you're not really loving your people, bitch, you should not even be a leader. If you gotta sit there and talk down to the church and act like a broken down ass motherfucking pastor, you know, leading the congregation, hell, bitch. That's the thing about elderly women. Women, you are elderly, bitch, man. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. How you elderly? I don't care. Once you 40 and better, bitch, you elderly. That's just the way it is. We made it. We made it thus far. If you make it out the hood, you 20, you made it. If you made it out the hood and you 30, you fucking damn near OG, you made it. Fuck what you heard. So to be 40, bitch, take it as a blessing with a lessons. Right now, you should be top of the line, top G master. That's why I tell my OG, what do you have to bring to the table as an elderly? Talk and present and represent yourself as an elderly. Stop being a ratchet ass, busted down ass, nonsensical ass, motherfucking knocking your people down ass, motherfucking always trying to be in the way of something, trying to be fucking still in spotlights, bitch. You remind me of Kanye. Bitch, get the fuck on. That's my little pep talk for the morning. I'm gonna take my ass and go make some money. Make some money in my sleep, make some money in person, because as far as I'm concerned, we should be trying to buy gold. Y'all need to be paying attention to the diaspora movements, the ones who do care, the ones who are in the know. Get you some motherfucking gold. Look up Dr. Ari Khanna and find out what they're doing in Africa. As the diasporas, you can actually leave right now if you don't want to be in America. You can pack your shit up and go and get full motherfucking visas. You will go back home to your rightful land as a descendant of Judah. And this is why it's so important. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what, as a diaspora, you may want to be in the motherland if you have to. start a minding motherfucking gold business. That's what they expected from the diasporas. To come in and take your fucking shit rightfully, and be a leader that you need to be. To the indigenous, you make a great difference, and you a great aspect for the indigenous people in such a time right now. Black all around the world is being threatened to be killed in large numbers. Rather it's Latino, Afro, Black, Afro, whatever the fuck, Hebrew, it did not matter. And their goal is to dig through every black motherfucking skin until they find that royal blood. If you haven't already understand this, then get the fuck out the way, bitch. You are useless. Man, listen, you had a lifetime to do your fucking research. But what you do, you just dismiss it. Can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with dismissive fucking lack of knowledge ass fucking folks leading me down. Bitch, I don't want nothing with you. Bitch, I want a gun. I want my fucking army. I want my army. Period. And that's the mumbo jam. You got an army, bitch, get the fuck out the way. All mouth, no action, get the fuck out the way. I've been praying for that. And I'm going to continue to pray for that. Because we are the best in everything. In fighting, we are the best in building. We're the best in everything. And I'll prove it to you. Like I always motherfucking do. I will prove it to you. And who built this motherfucking great country? Period. All this white shit, that can easily be going in a flash. That's why it's very important to come back to the Most High. Instead of worshiping ancestors and building altars and fucking around with different entities, different spirits. I don't want to be attached to no more fucking crazy ass motherfuckers. You know? When the Most High want to move, he gonna move his own. Nobody has the say and full authority over nothing. Because you have no right over nobody's bodies, and you're not no one's property. That's why I don't like these fucking white people. I don't deal with these white people, corporate, and then these motherfuckers, they consider you as cattle. They don't consider you as human. Why the fuck are you worrying about their motherfucking input for your life? They already made that clear. What they've been doing to your ancestors, what they want to do to you now, bitch, shut the fuck up. There's no deal. Deal or no deal, there's no deal. Never has been. That's why we got to fucking build an army. You get it now? So, if you're not a part of the militia, bitch, you the enemy. Get the fuck out the way. Because we in tyranny. This is totalitarianism, whether you accept it or not. Some of y'all bitches are so lack of knowledge, you don't even care if these fucking doctors and nurses are killing people and holding them against their will and medical martial law. You know, like I said, they don't belong in this country. You can actually throw them the fuck out. And hopefully that will be the ending of it all. You know, that's the goal. Get rid of these fucking hunkies. With these takeover motherfucking non-having ass spirits. They just want your soul. They want your breath. They want to be you. They can't have what you have. They can't be what you are. They're not even born with your spirit. They just the fucking soul GMO motherfuckers. They're not even of that seed. That's a Nephilim for you. That's why they say and do the things that they say and act the way they fucking act. God forbid. If they lose control over you. You're the best in everything. Have a good day.